For more on this, Professor Lorenzo Codogno joins us from Bologna. Thank you so much for joining us on the program. Explain to us first, if you can, because a lot of people aren't familiar with the Belt and Road Infrastructure Project. What is it, and how will Italy benefit from this agreement?
Well, this is a very wide project that can have many implications from infrastructure investment to facilitation of trading by Italian companies in China. So I think it's far too early to say how much will be the impact because we have to look into the details. This is just the signing of a memorandum, so it's far too early to tell. But nevertheless, it is clearly important because both countries can, in a way, benefit from a closer link. And certainly China has a strategic interest to move away from the US bilateral relationship and strengthen the relationship with Europe and also with individual countries in Europe.
There is growing unease, though, over the Belt and Road project coming from both Washington and in Brussels. Why is this project, why is it so controversial?
Well, I think global trade is changing. That's why it is controversial. It used to be a rule-based system. Nowadays, it's no longer a rule-based system. It is a power struggle. It's based on power of the major countries, and it becomes more and more kind of bilateral relationship rather than a multilateral deal. So I think in this situation, clearly it is in the best interest of the EU, but also Italy, to move away from the policies implemented by the Trump administration. And keep in mind that the tariffs on automobiles are still pending. A decision is still pending, so it might actually come soon. So I think it's also a way to put pressure on the U.S. administration and try to find a better deal. I don't see anything wrong with Italy or the EU to strengthen links with China, provided it is done in a way that is fair and it is in the best interest of both parties.
Right, but could this potentially upset Italy's relations with other trade partners such as the EU and the US?
Well, in the EU, trade policies are centralized in Brussels, but commercial policies are basically up to individual companies, and clearly the national governments have a role in that. So I think, yes, it could potentially upset the EU Commission and other European authorities, but it needs to be, in my view, it could be also done in a way that is consistent with the European policies, and it doesn't really blow up any existing relationship.